need the pass. Done? Okay, let's double check your answers. Mode means the most popular number of hours spent on the computer, and we see it's 4 because there's 9 people spending 4 hours on the computer. So that's why answer is 4. Okay, percentage who did not use the computer at all, meaning those who spend 0 hours on it. So I have 4 of them out of 25. If you multiply by 100%, that will be 16%. Okay, middle position, I have 25 of them. I add 1 divided by 2, that's the 13th person. So if I go and calculate, this is my first, my second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My 13 is here, which is in the group which spend 4 hours. So median is 4 hours. And then mean is to calculate the total number of hours spent by the 25 adults, right? So there's 4 who spend 0 hours. So that's why it's a 0 here. Okay, 3 who spend 1 hour each, so this is a 3. Okay, 5 who spend 3 hours each, so this is a 15. 9 who spend 4 hours each, so this is a 36. And then 2 who spend 5 hours each, that's a 10. And then finally 2 who spend 6 hours each, so this is a 12. So you total up the total number of hours spent, divide by 25 of them. Each of them spend about 3.04 hours. Okay, so this is a mean, mode, median calculation. Not so complicated, right? Yeah, should get better. So one last question they ask you, what the dot diagram shows how the data is being distributed by scattering the data along the number line. So what other observations can you see? Okay, if I were to try to estimate the spread, that means if let's say I were to join the topmost, okay, it seems to suggest that most of my data centers around 3 to 4 hours. Okay, which suggests that most of the people spend about 3 to 4 hours on the computer on a daily basis, which is true because that's the mean calculation. So majority of your data seems to spread around this part. Okay, so this is one observation you can make. You could even say things like nobody used 2 hours at all. Okay, most of the students spend at least 3 hours on it. Okay, so some other observations you can write. Okay, so today's homework. What? But now it's 9:12. You have 8 minutes to get started on the homework, which is the 5 questions you see on the next page. 5 questions only. Why you're 5? All like that.
In sync.
Yeah, so you can just, no need to do on foolscap paper, just straight away do on the blank spaces provided. I'm sure some of you 8 minutes can finish all. So you got no homework. Or you can save some for the weekend. Okay, you have some time to. Dot diagram shows the amount of pocket money received by a class of students in a week. What is the total number of students represented in this dot diagram? How to find? How to find the total number of students? What's your notes?
I left it at home.
Then ask for another one.
But my one's still at home.
Yeah lah, you can copy, then you detach, and then. What's the total number of students?
10.
How you know? Count the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have 20 dots, so 20 students. How many students receive at most $23? Include 23 or not? At most include 23? 23 include or not?
No.
Yes, so it includes 23. So it means 23 or less. So I want this group. So how many students are there in this group? There is 16. So this one just counting game. Very, very easy. Why they never ask me more median here? Okay, let's level up. Let's find the mean, mode, median. How to find mean? 20 times 2 plus 21 times 4 plus 22 times 5 plus 23 times 5 plus 24 times 3, and then lastly there's only one. Okay, it was intentional. Okay, so divide by total number of 20 of them. Okay, can someone calculate? What do you get for mean? Calculate. What do you get? Must be 20 each dollar lah.
Yeah.
Sorry? 22.35. Okay, so this is the mean. Ada pencil too thick, huh? Okay, then next one is the mode. Which is the most popular amount of pocket money? Yes, so $22 and $23. Okay, this in this situation is a bimodal data because you have two different modes. Okay, last one is median. I want to find the middle position. So what you can do is you can do the crossing out. One big, one small, one big, one small. So keep repeating that. Why leh? Okay, until you reach these two. So your median is right in the middle, which is 22. That's all. It's the average between the two 22s, so it's just 22. Okay, if you want to work harder, you can write this lah. 22 plus 22, then you half it. Okay, so mean, mode, and median. Can? Okay, next one. Done copying or not? Not yet. Okay, I might as well take attendance 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 28, 30. Correct, right? That's the number I have, right? 31 is with Yang Yi, right? I should have 33 minus 1, 2. I should have 31. Who is absent? Rashida. Oh, okay.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh shit.
Okay, next one. Shh. Okay, next one. I want the mode, which means the tallest one, but you would have realized that the dot were displaced, right? So actually this one should be here, these 3 dots should be here. Can you all shift first? This one should be here. Okay, can you shift it? It was at the wrong place. Oh, you all thought it's like the middle, huh?
That means it's still technically correct because you guys made that. What?
Okay. Okay, and then this is 20. You see the alignment went off, right? This is 30. This is 40. Why nobody asked in the group? Means you never try, is it? Okay, so the mode is the one that is tallest. So this is 32, this is 34, 36, 38, 22, 24, 26, 28. So the mode is the most popular one, which is 34. And in this case, it's in years. So you can write the unit down as years. It got shifted. We rarely represent dot diagram in the middle. So actually this diagram was like shifted.
But why can't the answer be 33?
Actually, if you have used the old data, okay, let me just accept this also. If you have used the old data, this would have been 33. So it is also correct, okay? But I'm just telling you, dot diagram usually will be very precise. It will be at where your line is. Okay? So if you have used the previous diagram, then it's 33. Median is the middle position. If you don't want to cross out, then you have to find where is the middle. So total how many data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 plus 1 divided by 2. I'm looking for the 13th number. The 13th number is my middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if looking at the corrected one is 32 years, but if you are using the old one, it's 31 years. Okay, the 13 data is 31 years. Okay, mean age 20. Okay, so this is how you calculate mean. Those who use the old data, what is the mean that you got? 31.32. Okay, can you calculate the new one? So that we have the complete set. Okay, if you never change the data, your answer will be 33, 31, and 31.2. So what is the mean for this? Thirty what? I never bring my calculator. Calculating not, Raif. Where do you drift to? Anybody calculated? Okay? So this one is if you have corrected the data. Can I? So this is question 2. Okay, can we move on? Okay, next question. Question 3. I'm asking some of you already. I'm lazy to do. TJ, what is the median? $1.5. How do you get it? Yeah, what's the working? How do you get? Okay, tell me how you find the middle position first. Okay, so n plus 1 divided by 2, that gives me 10.5. So I need to go and locate my 10th and my 11th data. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my 10th. Then this is my 11th. So the median would be the average of these two, which is 1 plus 2 divided by 2. So it's 1.5. Okay, the unit is goals because we are talking about number of goals. Okay, Magna, model. Why?
Because it's the most like in a row. The most frequent one.
Yes, the most frequently occurred one or the most popular one, or most number of people chose it. Okay, what about mean? Let's ask Holden. Okay, so can you tell me what you multiply with what? Where got 6? Oh, okay, so you already did the calculation. Okay, this one 0 times 4, so it's nothing, huh? Then this one is 6 times 1, so he got 6. And then this one is 2 times 3, 6. This one, 12. This one, 8. And then this one, 5 goals. So total divide by what? 20. So what's the answer? Okay. Goals. Okay, so you all must know how to find your WA1 you must score. It's a easy chapter. Okay, next one. A match is chosen at random. What is the chance? Probability is chance that you score more than 2 goals. More than 2 goals means this. So your chance of getting more than 2 goals is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 20 scores you had. So this is the probability. Okay, the next chapter that we are learning will be probability. Okay, so it's also like this. Okay, that's question 3. Okay, what is the probability of me choosing a match that scores 6 goals? What is the probability of me choosing a match that scores 6 goals? 0. No chance. There's no chance I can get 6 goals. Okay? Then what is the probability that I can get match that scores at most 5 goals? At most 5 goals. 20, right? So 20 out of the 20. So is 1 whole. My probability of getting is 100%. Everything. So what I'm trying to tell you as an introduction to the next chapter is the lowest probability that can go is no chance. The highest probability that it can go is 1, which is 100%. Okay? You cannot get 1.5 chance or 1.2. Don't have.
So it cannot be a decimal. It can only be a whole number.
It can be a decimal. You can have a 0.5 chance. But it cannot go beyond 1. 1 is the maximum already. So if you are very sure that tomorrow you will not come to school, then your teacher asks you, what's the probability that you won't be in school tomorrow? Then you say 1. 100%. Okay, 1. Something like that. Okay, so remember, probability cannot go beyond 1, cannot go under 0. No negative probability one. Okay, next one. This is a set of data. They say, can you represent the data using dot diagram? So draw your dot diagram. You have 1. Why? Then we have 2. Seems to be that it will go all the way to 8. So count how many 1 you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then next one is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So align it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the next one is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 dots. Okay, and then we have 4. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 5. 2 of them only. And then lastly, we have a lonely person 8 here. So this is your dot diagram. So this one is representing time in minutes to solve a problem. Okay, tell us what you are trying to measure there. Okay, so find the median time.
Is it mandatory to write the so the thing, like even if there's nothing for it?
You can choose to omit this. Yeah, but make sure the scale is about proportional. Yeah. Okay, so this is part A. Part B, median. Go and find middle position. Zheng Yue. What is the middle position? What? What is the middle position? How to calculate? 30 plus 1 divided by 2. So you get 15.5. Go and find the 15 and the 16 data, which is what and what? Okay, 15, 16. So your median is just 2. Okay? Mode is 1. Okay, the modal time you need to solve a problem is 1 minute. Okay, and then the last one is this kind of data. They will like to ask you which measure of central tendency is the best to represent this data. Which one? Which one? Which one? Which measure of central tendency, mean, mode or median, is the best for this? Which one? For this kind of data set, which is the best measure? Median. Why? Because there's an outlier. Because outlier will affect the mean the most. When you calculate mean, because of this 8, it will average your data. Instead of somewhere between here, it will average it to somewhere between here, which is not accurate. So, because of the outlier, it is best to use median. Because outlier will affect mean the most. Okay, but if there's no outlier here, if everything's around here, the best measure is always mean. Unless you are a supplier, unless you are a production company, you are looking at producing popular things, then we choose mode. If not, we rarely choose mode. Okay, remember that, huh? Okay, last example. How many classes are there all together? How many classes? You just count the total number of dots. How many classes has no latecomers? Here, right? So 6 of them. And how many latecomers are there all together? So I have 6 classes with no latecomers, 2 classes with 1 latecomer, 4 classes with 2, 3 classes with 1, and 4 classes with 2. 2 classes with 4 latecomer. Okay, what am I talking about? So you get 21 latecomers. Are you all amongst these latecomers list? Okay, good to hear that. Okay, so now let's recap what are the things that you know from this chapter of dot diagram. Let's do a recap. What do you know about dot diagram? What do you know? This one actually the first 2 we did, right? The dot represents your data. Okay, then I think some Holden asked about why must use dot, why cannot use other shapes. Then we related to pictogram. The legend sometimes is the misleading part. It might cause it to be overestimated or improportionate. So the size of the legend in pictogram may mislead readers or anybody who reads the diagram. Okay, other than dot representing data, you can say that the dots must be aligned. This one we must remember, because if you don't align the dots, you cannot compare them. Okay, so when you draw the dot diagram, always make sure your dots align with each other. Any other thing to take note about dot diagram? What? Any other thing that is important? When do you use dot diagram? Okay, this is something that you should have learned. When do we use dot diagram? When? Okay, if you want to show the distribution of the data, whether it's centered around certain data or whether there's outlier. So when you want to show distribution of data, you use dot diagram. There's another reason why you use dot diagram is when you have discrete data, or we call it the ungrouped data. Okay, dot diagram cannot represent intervals. Okay, we can write that it cannot be used for group data. Example, intervals. Okay, dots cannot represent intervals. When you want to represent interval, you use what happened?
There was a B right there.
Okay. It's not TJ. Okay, don't go and disturb the bee or you'll be stung.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so this brings us to the point that we need to use histogram. That's why we are learning histogram next, because dot diagram can only represent discrete data one by one, okay, on its own. You cannot represent continuous ones. Okay? Okay, before I introduce histogram, which I think some of you already know, I just want to give you your homework. Do they know CCA, right?
That's CCA.
Yeah, every day got something. But life goes on, people. Every day got excuse one.
Menu.
This one is super easy. No worries. Go.
No, it's not. It's MCP.
Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah. Who don't have? Who else don't have? Okay, this homework very easy one. Only like one step kind of answer, but I want to help you first. So what do we know about histogram? What do we know about histogram?
It contains history.
It can be used to represent historical data, that's true, but it doesn't represent history. Intervals must be uniform. Uniform or equal intervals. Okay? So your datas are grouped together. Right? You always have group data, then you will use this. Okay, and then your data are continuous. Continuous meaning your bars has no gaps in between. Okay, anything you wonder about histogram?
Why? Why can't they just give, like, instead of putting 140 to 145, 145 to 150, why can't they just put an approximate value? Isn't it easier?
Okay, if they put an approximate value, right, where do I group my data? So imagine like what
My name is Sunash.
what Sonashri said, just now I suddenly got a mental block. If we use an approximate value, let's say this is 142, right? Approximate. Then when I have my data and I want to group them, I don't know where to put my 140. Where should I put my 140 if I call this class of 142, class of 144? I don't know where my 140 can go. I don't know where my 145 can go. So I can't use. What's the commotion there about? Okay, I cannot use approximate value for that because otherwise some of my data got no class to go. I'll have stranded data outside of the class. Cannot join the classroom if you are not assigned, right? So this one we cannot do. So we cannot use approximate value to represent each class. Okay, so this is something that we need to be wary of. Okay, and then yes.
Exam, will they ask us to draw frequency table?
Yes, possible. Okay, another thing that I want you to think about is, can you be very sure that your tallest student, your tallest student in this data set is 180 cm? In these 100 students that you have, by looking at this set of data, can you be very sure that your tallest student in the school is 100 cm tall, 180 cm tall? Can you be very sure? Why? I know it falls in this range. My students, maybe 2 of them falls in this range, but they could be 175, 176, 177, 178, 179 or 180. I can't tell for sure what is the absolute data in the class unless they give me the whole data set. But if they give it in this way, I don't know if the tallest boy in the school is 180 because these two inside could be 176 and 179. I may not have 180. So I cannot know histogram. Okay, does not tell me the absolute value of the data. Okay, I don't know whether there's this person. I cannot say the shortest person in the school is 140 because it may not have 140 there. It could have started from 141. I can't tell. I only know they fall in the class. Okay, I don't know what's the actual value. So this one you all need to know. This is the thinking behind it. Okay, then let's do a quick representation. It's not very difficult. Histogram is like bar chart, but it's joined together. That's all. Yes.
When are you going to show us the Zootopia? section?
The Zootopia what?
The Zootopia video you showed the centuries yesterday. Can you give us?
I have have a Zootopia video?
Yeah, you showed it to them yesterday.
I never showed them. Okay, first thing first, I have two histogram. What range of heights are most of the girls in? Okay, listen. Shh. Okay, listen. Usually when you see the word range, okay, when you see the word range, it is largest, okay, minus the smallest. Okay, but in this kind of examples, they are asking you for modal height interval because of the word most. When you see range that most people are in, they are asking for mode. So this is another word that you need to be careful. So for the girls, the modal one would be this. So when we write it, you write it 155. Okay, height. Okay, strictly smaller for the second one, and then 160. So this is for the girls. Okay, and then for the boys, it would be this one. So it's between 165 to 170. Okay, remember the first inequality has the equal. The second one don't have. So this is for the boys. Okay, next they say, can you observe the shape of each histogram and briefly describe each distribution of height? So usually, I will ask you all to, write a dot at the middle of the rectangular bars. And then if you want, you can do a slight sketch by joining these together. So this is roughly the spread of the data. Okay, if you want to have a clear look. Then same thing here. Okay, so this is like, if you want to see the trend, then this is roughly the distribution. So you can say that for the boys, okay, most of, okay, no, not most. On average, the distribution of their height centers around 160 to 175 cm. Okay, majority of the height spreads around here. Okay, but if you look at the other range, you can see that majority of where the data is seems to be at this zone. Then you can say for the girls, on average, the distribution of height center around 150 to 165. Okay, so if you want to do a comparison, you can see that on average, it seems to be that most of the boys are taller than the girls. Okay, if you don't like the word distribution, you can change it to spread. Okay, so it's just description. There's no model answers as long as when you are writing, okay, it makes sense. It is really what the data is about. We will award marks for that. Okay? Still copying? Yeah.
Even if I offer
Done? The commotion means you're done. Okay, next one. This one. It says, can you describe how one of the diagram may be misleading? So which is the misleading one? Is it number 1 or number 2? Which one is misleading? The first one. Why? Correct. So you can say, you can label on the diagram, and then you say that the first diagram or the diagram on the left, okay, is misleading, okay, as its vertical axis, okay, does not start from 0. Okay, so this is the aspect that is misleading. But why is it misleading? Is because if I really draw out the actual height, can you see that the difference between them is not as drastic as what it should be when they show half of the diagram only? So you have to mention that it exaggerates the difference between customers that saves, right? Is it saving? Yeah. That saves between 150 to 200 as compared to 200 to 250. Okay, you can explain how is it exaggerated. You can say that although the difference is only $10, oh no, although the difference is only 10, the diagram look like it is increased by a third. Okay? So the idea is you must tell me that it's because this vertical axis did not start from 0. That's why the difference become exaggerated. Okay? Or you can say that the height is not proportionate to the difference. Okay, the height of the rectangular bar is not proportionate to the difference. Okay, the proportion no longer work properly because an increase in 10 look like it's increased by 30%. Okay, so actually it's just a very small difference. If you can see the full chart, actually it's just like that. So what is the way that you can correct the diagram? Okay, you can say that, okay, start the vertical axis, start drawing the vertical axis from 0. Okay, then what can we infer from the correct diagram? This is the corrected one. You can say that there is a slight increase in the savings what happened? Okay, so what can you infer is that there is a slight increase. Can you see the increase is slight? Okay, there is a slight increase in the number of people who enjoyed more savings after they upgrade their membership.
Do it. Spider-Man.
Okay?
Okay, yeah, it works.
Too much to copy, you can take a photo. Okay, anyway, I will upload this on the Google Classroom later today. Okay, but you don't need to write as lengthy as I am, as loso as I am, as long-winded as I am, but as long as you capture the essence. Sonasri, you look like you are enjoying what's on the screen. Then what are you doing? Okay, ready? Why? Anna, okay, I'm moving on. Shh. I want to complete. Pulse rate with highest frequency means they want mode again, the most popular one. So which one? This one. Because this one appear 3 times. You look at any other number, this one only at most appear twice. So highest frequency is 106 beats per minute. Write the units. Okay? Because it occurs 3 times. Most popular, highest frequency. Okay, then they ask what is the percentage of the student that has pulse rates greater than 107 beats per minute. So here, all these are the greater ones, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out of my 20 students in total. So how do you know 20 students? You count how many leaves you have. The number of leaves will tell you the number of students or the number of data. Okay, no need to count the stem, just count the leaves. It will tell you how many data you have. So times 100%, so you get 25%. Okay, quite easy to understand. That's why I say this test you must score. Because mean, mode, median, histogram, dot diagram, stem and leaf, they are all quite easy. Just the explanation part, some of you will lose marks, that's all. That's everything I anticipated. Okay, let's complete the stem and leaf. Let's put them at the right place. So look at those with single digit. I only have 5, 7. Anything else? Then you can put 1 5 here, 1 7 here. So this is done. Next, go and look at all the tens. Okay, remember you need to arrange them in sequence. Any more tens? No more, right? So 1 is a 2, 5, and a 8. Okay, next, look at all the 2s. Okay, so let's try to cross them out. We have 3, 2, 3. Still got 2. Then 5, 5, 5. 3 5s. 6, 7, 7, 9, 9. Okay, next one, let's look at the 30s. Okay, so 31 I have 1, 32 I have 2, 33 I have 2, 34 1 only, and then I have 6, 7, 9 again. Oh no, still got 8, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, next one, we look at the 40s. So 40 should be quite direct. We have a 0 here. We have a 2, a 5, a 7, and a 9. So how do you confirm whether you make any mistakes or not? There should be 30. Go and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, 30. So during exam, right, try not to use pen to cross it out, because the moment you use pen, sorry, those who have duty. I also have duty to teach. Okay, so let's answer the question now. Find the difference in the marks between the largest and the lowest. So actually this is asking for range. Asking for the range. So range is largest one, which is 49, minus the smallest one, which is 5. So my range of data, there's about 44 of difference. So this is range. Okay, so this is another way to ask range. Make sure you all know, You also duty, Okay. Their most popular score, look for the highest frequency. This one. So it's 25 marks. They are looking for modal score or mode. Okay? So there's many ways to ask for the same thing. Okay, homework, go back and try. the 5 examples there?
Do I still owe you this?
Yes, of course. So your homework is to go back and try the whole example there. And tomorrow I will go through the 5 examples. And then but it's just 5 examples. Okay, then weekend homework will be the assignment. So if you want to do first, you can. But can I just help you with some? Okay, okay, I have a die, singular, okay, with 6 faces, number 1 to 6. So I throw it, okay, for a sufficient number of times. And then they say, they don't tell you how many times I throw it, but they gave me a hint that the mode must be 2. So if you look at the set of data, if the mode must be 2, that means this must be the highest number. What is the maximum number that x can be? 8, right? So x must be 8 in this example. Okay? So I'm just telling you how to apply. Zheng Yue, you pay attention? Okay, so the maximum value that x can take should be 8, because if it's 9, then this is also mode already. I need mode to be this, so the maximum must be 8. Okay, I'm just telling you, but you can do it over the weekend. Next one is they say that my mean score must be 3.4. So how do you find mean? You will use 1 times 5. And then 2 times 9. And then 3 times 5. 4 times 6. 5 times x. 6 times 7. The whole thing divide by the total frequency you have here. So 5 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 plus x plus 7. And it should give me 3.4. So this is an algebraic equation that you need to solve. Yeah, then go and simplify and solve. That's it. I will find... no time already, your recess. The most popular score is 2. So you want to find out what is the maximum value of of x. So the most popular one must be this, which is 9 times. So what is the maximum value that x can take is 8. Because you cannot hit 9. The moment you hit 9, mode changes. So that's why this first answer, x has to be 8. Okay, second one is the mean score. Yesterday I was telling the class to find mean, you find the total number of scores. So 1 occurring 5 times, 2 occurring 9 times, 3 occurring 5 times, okay, 4 occurring 6 times. You go and find the total scores. 5 occurring x times, so it's 5x. And then 6 occurring 7 times, that's 42. And if you divide by the total frequency, which is this, it should give you the 3.4 they write here. So the simplification is just algebra. Go and calculate what's the total. 5 plus 18 plus 15 plus 24 plus 42. So it's 104 plus 5x on the top. Okay, at the bottom it's 32. Okay, then how to continue from here? Remember, you cross multiply like your Wakanda Forever, right? Remember? Yeah, so this one multiply by 1. Still this. This one multiply by 3.4. Okay, the rest is just expansion. 108.8. Then this is just 3.4x. Okay, so if you subtract 104 on both sides, you get 4.8. And then you subtract 3.4x on both you get 1.6x equals to 4.8. So x is just 3. Okay, so x takes the value of 3. So this is part B. These are the tougher type of question we can ask you for mean, mode, median. Okay, so will you be expecting this kind of question for WA? Possibly. So make sure you know this type because this is the toughest it can get already. Not me. Should be Mr. Yong.
What again?
Why?
No,
Oh,
again.
not that teacher.
Not that teacher, bro.
That teacher.
Okay, so prepare that this is the toughest they can ask you. If you can do this, you are unstoppable. Right? So just do it. Oops. Yes, he is a G3 teacher from 2-6, I think. Why my... Yeah, we should turns out fine what. Y'all will find what. Why worry? Okay, next one. This is the tougher one that you need to pay attention. They say they want your median score to be 4. So that means your middle position must be in this column. Right? It's amongst the 6 4s that you have. Your middle position, okay, there's the total of 6 4s. So let me write the 6 4s. Okay? And then you have 5 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have 9 2s. Okay, I'm not going to draw 9 2s. Okay, and then you have 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's these many on the right, or on the left. And then 5, you don't know how many there are, but there's a total of X of them. Okay, and then you have 7 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that. Okay, but I just want you to be able to visualize. If my 4 must be my median, the middle number, what is the minimum value that I can have for this X? Okay, what is the smallest value I can have if I want X to be as small as possible? So can you imagine if let's say my median is here, right? Then my X will be as small as I can. Because if I'm anywhere else, it will get bigger and bigger. My X has to be bigger and bigger, right? Right? Did I say the right thing? Wait, I'm morning, my brain not working. Wait, let me think. If I'm here, this number needs to be bigger. Sorry. That's why no wonder I thought I'm talking nonsense. Okay, so remember, if I need this X to be as big as possible and my median needs to be any one of these position, what do you think it should be? Where do you think my median should be? Position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here I already have 5. Here I already have 9 of them. Here I have 5 of them. Okay, I just don't know how many 4s I need to add. But on the right hand side here, I have 7. This is my X position. So what position should my median be so that my X can be as small as possible? As small as possible. Position 1 or position 6? We try. If it's position 6, if let's say this is my median, right? Then this is, if this is my median, that means this thing cuts my line into half. So here I have 5. Position left. So on the left, I have 24 numbers. Which means this on the right must be 24 as well. So what should my X be? Yes, 24 minus 7, which is 70? Yeah, correct. Okay, so this is one possible answer. What if we choose the middle to be this? the first position. So now we check. If this is my median, right? I chop this up into half. On my left, I have 5 plus 9 plus 5, so it's 19 numbers. On my right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fours plus x plus 7. So if I look at it, what should my x be? 19 minus 12, so it's 7. So my minimum value is 7. My maximum value is 17, sorry. Okay, so for this kind of question, all you have to do is to look at the extreme value. Do you have to write out everything like me? Don't have to. So if I do a shortcut for you, okay, let me redo the whole thing. So assuming that I'm on my extreme left. So that means, let's say my median is here. That means one of my 4 is here. I've picked my leftmost 4, right? I still have how many 4s left? How many 4s left if I've taken out 1 to be my median? How many 4s left? There's a total of 6, right? I take out 1. Left 5. So on my left, I have 5, x, and 7. On my right, I have 5, 9, and 5. Okay, so that's how you can calculate your value directly from the diagram. No need to draw like me. Okay, another way is if you pick your median to be the extreme here. Let's say your median is here. Then on your right, you are only left with x plus 7. On your left, there's 5 here. And your 595 on the right. Okay, then you can calculate. So you can just do your working directly on the diagram. No need to draw out everything like me. I just wanted you to see. So it's either always the extreme left one or the extreme right one. Okay, rarely other things. Okay, so this is the toughest question I can ask you from this chapter. And the only thing that will trap you sometimes is the median. Okay, mode and mean should be quite okay unless your algebra goes wrong. Okay, the rest you should be able to do, so I'm not worried about it. Let's go back to the notes. Yesterday, where did we stop at the practice question? Not sure if you got time to go back and do yesterday. If don't have, because of CCA orientation, we do together. After yesterday, your timing should be better already, right? No more after school program, right? Okay, very good. Kind of. Okay, I turn already. Really, you still copying? Let's continue from here. Okay, this is stem and leaf. Always refer to the legend to help you read the diagram. Don't assume it's 112. Sometimes it's 11.2. So read the question carefully. This is for a 100-meter race and for a group of students. So they ask you, can you calculate the number of students who took part in the heats? How many? Count the what? This is the stem. These are the leaves. So you're supposed to count how many leaves you have. So 20 leaves in total. Okay, next one. What is the timing? Which timing had the greatest number of runners? This is again asking for mean, mode, or median. This one asking for what? Greatest number of runners having that timing. Mode. So you must know what the question is asking for. So if you look, this one repeat 3 times. 3 person has the same timing. So the timing is 12.0, not 120.
Can we just write down?
We follow this one. Okay, so write 12.0. The difference between the time of the fastest and the slowest. When they say largest and smallest value, this is finding range. So they are asking you for the range. The biggest one, which is 13.9, minus the smallest one, which is 11.2. So you will get 2.3 seconds. 2.7. So the answer there is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.7. So this one. Okay, next one. So if they give you stem and leaf, it should be quite easy. Huh? Total number of the height of a group of Sec 3 students. So the legend says if you see 13/0 means 130 cm. So total number of students, how many? Answer says 35. Okay, correct. Huh? Okay, percentage of the students that are taller than 169. Include 169 or not? Taller than 169. No, so only this group. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them out of 35 times 100%.
55.7.
Is it correct, the answer there? Yeah. So you can give me this or you can give me the actual fraction. Okay, both will be marked correct. Next one, number of students whose height were greater than 130 but less than or equals to 146. Greater than 130, so start from here. Lesser or equals to 146, and here. So how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them only. Okay? Strictly greater means don't include 130. Less than or equals to means include your 146. Okay, so read the question carefully. The only thing you will lose is careless marks. Okay, quite clear cut. Next one. Eleven students took a math test. Okay, results are shown on the stem and leaf. Okay, this one they never show the legend or the key. So you can write 2/7 means 27 marks. Okay, this one they forgot to type that out. Okay, highest score is this one. So score 27 marks. Okay, write your units. Lowest score is this one, just 3 marks. And then average score, this average they are talking about mean. Okay, there's 3 averages, right? We only, for this case, is mean. So let's add all. Divide by total of 11 students. So it's 14, correct? Do you all check? So all these must have marks for the units.
Got it.
Today my lesson until what time?
9.
9 only? Only 9?
Yes.
9:05?
Yeah, here right 9.
Okay. I better talk faster. Okay, 2 more examples. Question 4. I can't. English is also very important.
No, not. Why don't you want to use comprehension?
I can't teach English.
I don't understand.
I can only be funny. Okay, look at this. Remember when they put a dual, D-U-A-L, right? Stem and leaf diagram, you just read the opposite way. Always start reading from the stem. So this is 9 marks, not 90 marks. This is the STEM. This is the 11 marks, 13. This is 12. So you read it this way, read from the STEM. So whether it's to the right or to the left or to the right, you read from the STEM. It is not 83, it's 38. So make sure you know how to read that. Other than that, everything is the same, just that it's mirror image of each other. So how many students took the test from 2N1? Here, all these. 22, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 lah. Where got 22? 20. Okay, then what was the lowest score obtained for 2N1? 9. And then what was the highest score obtained from both classes? So for 2N1, it is 50 marks. Full marks, this student. Okay, for 2N2, it is 47. So this one, short of the 47. Okay, then next one, calculate the percentage of the students who passed the test. It is out of 50 marks. To pass is 25 or more. So these are the people who pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 out of a total of 20. 70%. Okay, so you just need to be able to know how to read it. That's all. Okay, how to find median? How to find median? You also do the cancellation, or you can find middle position. So example, just now we know 2M1, right? Is 20 students. So the middle position, this one is extra question. Middle position is 20 plus 1 divided by 2. So that means it's between the 10th student and the 11th one, because you get 10.5. So you start from the smallest one, go and find your 10th position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is your 10th position. And this is the next one is your 11th. So it must be in increasing order when you find the position. So the median is just 29 in this case. Okay, I'm just showing you how to calculate. If you don't like, you can do the cross one. The smallest and the largest. Smallest and the largest. Keep doing this. This one is smallest and the largest. Okay. Smallest and the largest. Then you arrive at this. So median. Okay? Last one. Last example, they say construct a stem and leaf. So you know stem and leaf must look like that. You have 0 stems. 1, 20, got 30, 40. Okay, looks like it's this. So this is your stem. And then your leaves. So all the lower than single digit scorer. Hope you are never the single digit for marks, but for L1, R5, yes. 6, 6, 8, 9, 9, 9, 3, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, done. So the tens. All the tens. Is there any more? No more, right? 1. Where? Oh, here. So 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, next one is the 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 1, 2, 1 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. 4 twos. 1, 3. 1, 5. 1728. So you got to do it diligently, carefully. That's 2 marks free for you. Then 30's got nothing. Oh, got one more 5 I missed out. Okay, there's no 30's, just leave it blank. Don't go and put zeros there. Leave it blank. Then we have 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So you can write the legend or the key for 2, 2 means 22 marks. So we know what you are representing. So this is the stem and leaf. Next one is the average score. They want you to total everything up, divide by the total number of students. So I leave you to go and add 6 times 2 plus 8 plus 9 times 3. Keep doing until the very last one, 46. Divide by the total you have. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. So upon 30. Right? So you check if you get this. Okay? So we